Hello and welcome to another week. Got down here, so you might see his little tail in there. Oh, yeah. Um, we have an interesting week coming up for sure. So today, as I record this, it's Monday. So we are heading towards tomorrow night's eclipse. So the end of this eclipse gateway. Definitely feeling sort of pretty intense energies, actually. And that's what I've heard from most people as well, that they're really feeling this one. Today, in particular, I'm a little bit anxious. My tummy is a little, it's like it's nervous anticipation, but to be honest, I don't know what. Like, what are we looking at? What interesting things are going to come up? Um, yeah, I'm in this like my really cozy onesie. It's freezing cold here today. It is not a day to be outside. And I might even just take advantage of the fact that I don't have too much to do besides this video and a couple little things and go have a nap and just rest. And I just had a salt bath, trying to, stay grounded and uh, keep keep grounded and not fly off the rails or anything like that. So I think that's probably going to be the advice for the week is for us to stay as grounded as possible, just letting everything shift and change and go through its process. And we'll see what the cards have to say for the week. Um, and I think, yeah, like hopefully by the end of the eclipse Tuesday, by Wednesday, hopefully we have a little bit more clarity of where we're headed, um, and a little bit of ease. Because I think everyone's definitely not only feeling these energies, but we're really tired. We've been doing this, we feel like forever. And I think people are just, yeah, we're a little bit wore out. Um, but we got to keep going. That's the big thing. We got to keep on keeping on. So let's take a look at the cards for this overall week, and then we'll get into each day. On the Tuesday read for the eclipse, I'm going to do the moon read in here again. So, and then I'll separate it out for just that piece if you just want to watch the eclipse moon read. Okay, so the overall week, we got the sun. Yeah, like they said too last night, kind of middle of the night or first thing this morning, about 6 a.m., maybe a bit sooner. Um, the sun threw off an M-class solar flare. Usually they have a pretty good idea if it's going to do that, and this came out of like nowhere and totally surprised them. So, yeah, it was a really quick, strong M5, I think it was, or anyway, I forgot the number. That's not what's important. So the overall week, I guess we could see more light codes and changes coming in from the sun. That's usually what that means. I'll read this though. I am blessed with the gift of life. I am free to create a life filled with joy, open and connected to God. So yeah, it's the same thing that we've been coming up with the last couple of weeks is stay grounded, do your work, keep yourself in as high vibration as you can, um, and because yeah, these shifts and changes are happening, and something I feel like it is building up to something big, and so we want to be as prepared for that as possible. So let's see what the Sacred Earth cards here. Productivity, interesting. Um, Lots of green and nature and heart chakra on this card. Um, I would say like the mother daughter, the feminine aspect here. I feel like this is the productivity we've already accomplished. So seeing everything, bloom and come into its full, beautiful nature. So I think this is a nice positive card. It's just reminding us that all this hard work is paying off. We just got to get through this week. The interesting thing too that comes up for for Friday for the 11th, for the 11/11 portal. And we'll do that read for that day. But it seems what is being sort of forward to us for that day is that it will be one of the most sort of magical manifestation paths. So yeah, so we can really anything this week that we were like clearing and getting rid of, making sure that we are definitely clear of that. But then by the end of the week, really starting to put into practice where we're going, what we want to see, what we want to bring into our life. So that's sort of how this week seems to be going. Like today, Monday, Tuesday, we'll still be clearing things as we, and then as we walk through the eclipse doorway into Wednesday and Thursday, hopefully we're as clean and high vibrational as we can be, so that when that portal is open on Friday, we're able to start manifesting those deep, heart-centered dreams, desires, creating the new that we want. So I also did 3 cards for the week for on the Sacred Traveler cards. Breaking Trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Yeah, I really strongly feel by the end of this week, more things will be more tangible to us, but also just a lot more revealing coming up about all kinds of things. We've got crazy things going on the world stage this week. We also got the wandering path. Enjoy the journey. Yeah, so that's part of like, as we go through this week, make sure it's not all work and craziness for you, that it's like that we're actually taking moments to go, this is amazing, and this is actually really cool to see happen. And again, that nature piece is coming in. It's like being more awakened to the beauty and the awe and the nature around us. And we also got rejuvenating rain. Clear the past to heal the present. Clear the past, heal the present. So yeah, it's almost like I think this week is going to be like these 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, are making sure we're clear and clean. Then Wednesday, Thursday, that'll be the present moment where you will be like smack in the present moment, which is the best place to kind of stay and be, right? And stay in our hearts. So those days will be starting to clarify some things, but also we'll be in the present moment and just there and be there now kind of thing, right? And then by the portal, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, heading in and walking through that gateway into, the better manifested, situation we want to be in, the future we want to see, right? So yeah, that's how that's going to be. It also just, I don't know if it's important or not, but it came up when I was going to do this reading that I'm going to use a different deck for every day. So not repeat the same things, except on the moon day, obviously. I'm going to read a few decks that I usually read. So that Tuesday segment of this will be a little bit longer. So let's take a look and see what this week holds. All right, let's take a look at Monday. Today, for Monday's day, I'm going to use the Work Your Light deck, just because I feel like that's probably what we should be really focusing on, is not conserving our energy, but making sure it's being put in the right place at the moment, just so we're, again, as high vibrational as we can be as we go through this shift and change. All right. So the first one we got is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So yeah, that's really about this tapping in to ourselves, because we know all these answers already. We just don't understand that we know this. We know this already. So yeah, the Akasha or Akashic records are like the records of everything for all time. So everything has already happened and it's already been documented. I know that's a big concept. And in the halls of the Akashic records, you can access those to help you clarify points along your path. So yeah, very much just knowing, just listening, that inner voice that is, we are capable of this. We are powerful. Um, things are, you know, those answers are there for us. We just have to tap in and listen and ask them. We also got Unbound, which is releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought was going to happen Monday, Tuesday, going through the eclipses. Like it is, we're being stripped bare. Um, I mean, you can hang on to stuff. It's not going to be like it just magically goes away. You still have to do the work around it. But I think the bottom line is this is the full invitation to not take these things that are no longer serving us with us anymore. Like it's really important that we're, releasing um, these soul patterns, these contracts, where, like we said there in the intro, there's a breakthrough coming. So just, again, be listening, be asking for guidance, know that you can trust it, and be doing this work of release, release, release. And then, yeah, I had a feeling this would come up too. So, because this is like, it's Monday and I'm going to go have a nap right after this. While this video renders, I'm going to go have a nap because the card is take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah. So for Monday, it's like, it's about that vibration thing. You don't have to put a lot of energy into it. You can raise your frequency while you're resting. That is part of self-care that helps raise our frequency instead of like, feeling like we're depleted and we're not giving to ourselves like, oh, I can't take too much to do. And it's like, okay, that's not serving us right now either. Like we need to be in the best and highest uh, energetic shape we can be, right? Again, my ears have been ringing a lot today, so I don't think that the solar flares are done. That usually means there's gonna be more coming in. So Monday, again, rest, be at peace, um, release any of that last little bit of niggling stuff that we think we just don't need to take it with us. And if you are stuck a little bit or you feel stuck a little bit, your guidance is divinely guided for Monday. So just sit in consort with your guides and your intuition and your, deep knowing that we all have, and just ask what do I need to see here, and what do I need to finally release, and what else can I do to stay grounded and in my best center as we head through this eclipse doorway. So that's Monday. All right, Tuesday, the big eclipse day, as well as many other fun things going on in the world that day. We won't get into that though. Yeah, so I usually do 3 cards from each of these 3 decks. So I'm going to use the same ones we always do. See what this eclipse has to say for us. Yeah, okay, so, okay. It's not going to be an easy day. But we kind of knew that. We kind of knew going into this, like, I think after Tuesday, the energy should start to hopefully lessen up a bit. Anyway, emotions are running high. And we've got the world in there, right? So, well, it's the moon, but it just reminds me a bit more of like Earth. And yeah, it's going to be a big day. There's just no way of like getting around it. Um, so, you know, do the things that, keep you sane and, don't watch the news. Don't, you know, don't get yourself aggravated if you don't need to. And then again, and watch around people. They're going to be sensitive and um, emotions are running high. Um, but the reminder card is have faith in your dreams. So again, keeping working on those manifesting pieces, right? Right up until Friday, we've got to keep imagining and dreaming and building what we want to come in. And then also the reminder for the eclipse night and day, that whole day, is don't give up. We're back to that again. Don't give up. It says you're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, like we've all this hard work. It's that card from the beginning. Um, yeah, it's the productivity. Um, to me, it's not that we're creating productivity. It's the fruits of our labor are now uh, fully blossomed and ready for the taking. So yeah, exciting. It's just got to get through it's gonna, you can just feel like Tuesday to me just feels like it's just gonna be, um, yeah, it's gonna be intense. There's just no other way around it. Sorry, this was on the bottom and it caught my attention as I shuffled, so I'm gonna take it. Ah, yeah, that one. Yeah, okay, that one. Ooh, okay, so the one that got my attention and popped up was the Web Weaver, Synchronicity, Divine Intelligence, Cause and Effect. Yeah, so we're just in this like we're weaving what we are wanting to see, right? So, and the universe is backing us up, synchronistically giving us things to help us along the way, and understanding there's a divine intelligence to this. And so it's just kind of like it's that observer, but it's also that like we're helping to put these pieces in place. Every single one of us has to help. We also got the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. So it's just really saying for this moon and this eclipse is like it's so important what we are thinking about, and what we are creating, because it is going to go full steam ahead into manifestation. So we want to make sure that we're authentically putting forth what we want to see, that we are inspired and creating and coming up with these things, right? And bringing in uh, this divine intelligence that we can tap into, like our Akashic records, and starting to build this new energy, um, so that we can, yeah, so that we can we're co-creating, right? We're part of this. And then we also got the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Yeah, so this is just saying it's like everything is basically about to flip. It's interesting. I haven't finished watching it yet, but there was a video up this week, just today actually, by Amanda Ellis, and she was talking about that uh, something about magnetic north, and that there was 3 spots within the UK. I have to watch it or look at the news article, but it could very well be signaling that the magnetic poles are about to flip. So that always will bring a different change to the world. My understanding is that when that happens, then the solar event that everyone sometimes talks about, that ushers it in so that we can completely change our frequency and our energy and head into being into our light bodies, and that sort of thing. So I've always heard that when the poles did flip, that was the marker for us to know that the big shift and paradigm shift and change is on its way in. So it somehow opens the portal to allow the most amount of good energy. It's like, this isn't, again, not to scare anyone. We're not, like, it sounds a bit cataclysmic, but it's not. It's like, again, it's divine intelligence. Everything's happening the way it's supposed to. We just have to like observe and be ready. And everything's going to be fine. It's just, we've got, it's just happening, and we have to be conscious, right? And aware. And that's all that's asked of us is, and then that divine intelligence that we have within us, you know, whether that energy coming in awakens that, or we just start to, you know, we, we just start to actually uh, tune in and tune up, and we just start to know things, right? So we also got trust, all will be well, nothing to worry about. Like I said, know your worth. That's the thing too, right? This is the big thing. And this, oh, that's funny because it's a new moon in Taurus. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure this eclipse is in Taurus. I went back and watched the video from the week before, and I had everything wrong at the last eclipse. What sign it was in. So I just stopped doing that because I was like, I didn't have a single thing right, which I don't know if anybody caught that. That is pretty funny. Anyway, know your worth. Again, you are part of this. It's happening. You have the skill set. You may not remember everything yet, but that piece of it is coming. And then we got full moon in Aquarius. Be real. Yeah, it's just like, just be yourself. Like, you don't have to know. You might be sitting there going, I don't have any special skill set. I don't work magic, and I don't get premonitions or any of that sort of thing. You may not have seen it yet, but I can assure you it's coming. And we're each and every one of us a part of this. Like, we didn't come here for just because we all have a skill set that we've forgotten, unfortunately. And some of us are just starting to tap into it now. And just know you are worthy of this. We all are. We are all God's children, and we're opening the doorway to bring heaven on earth. Like, that is exactly what's happening, right? And it may not seem like it in the outer world because it's a chaotic nightmare out there. Like, there's no other way to put it. But yeah, this is the time that we've been talking about waiting for. So, I mean, this process still could take a couple of years. It may not happen tomorrow all at once. Um, the way I've had it described to me too is that it's every little piece that's happening is the whole thing. That sounds crazy, but it's like there's not one singular event. It's all in little increments. First of all, it has to be in increments for us because, this is all new to us, even though it's old to us, but we're just discovering it for the first time. And can you imagine if you just like blinked your eyes open and and everything was different? That would be disconcerting and chaotic, right? So we've been given this time to take it easy, to go through this process slowly. And I know sometimes it feels like, oh, you just want to pull your hair out. It's taking so long. But there is a divine orchestration to this, and that's just all we have to keep in our hearts, as we stay in our heart and move through this gateway. So that's good. That eclipse night, not too bad. It's just again, it is going to be a bit emotional, but just guard yourself and do the things you usually do. Take lots of salt baths, get lots of rest, and just keep holding that vision, this good vision of what do we want and what our heart desires, right? Staying in that space through that moon. So, yeah, that is the moon, the eclipse on Tuesday. All right, taking a look at Wednesday. Yeah, so here's hoping. Here's hoping Wednesday and Thursday are a bit of a, um, we keep on what we're doing, but really a little bit ease, because it's kind of been a lot, right? I know it has. All right, and it's interesting. So a lot of the decks that are coming to me to use is like Work Your Light, Keepers of the Light, which is this deck. So it's just, yeah, there's that theme about this light coming in, right? And I think the title of this video is going to end up being Here Comes the Sun. Again, we're just getting, there's something about this week. So our first card for Wednesday is Master Buddha, Increased Awareness, Deep Connection, Trust Your Inner Voice. That could also be the title of this video this week, is like, it's really calling on us to be listening to that divine guidance coming in, because it is coming in, and we're able to use that to quickly clear away things that are no longer serving us and also be manifesting for the future. We also got Commander Ashtar, Call to Action, Take Charge, Lead by Example, Walk Your Talk. So yeah, it's now like we know what we want, Heart of Hearts. When this comes up too, though, so Wednesday, getting a little bit of like a, I don't know, it might be a day of more UFO sightings, something like that, or there might be some interesting connection that appears. That's what I'm getting from that. So it's about time. It's about bloody time. I've been waiting for contact. It would be nice to have it. Oh, we also got the Divine Director, which I always say is like pretty galactic in nature too. Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Again, really, this week is like really putting in those, that thought pattern, so that you recognize that you are being guided. This is all divinely directed, orchestrated. We all have a piece to play in it. And so the best way for us to help and help ourselves is to be listening to that guidance and acting upon it, which is like this. This is the walk your talk. Like, so when you're getting these intuitive hits, it might just be something basic, like you need a break and you might get this thing that you're like, I need to go out to the forest and just sit under a tree, or whatever it is. Like, start listening to those bits and acting upon them, because that's when the greatest magic will come in. So if you want to like accelerate this change and this, and help facilitate it, is we just have to start listening to that voice in us telling us the things the steps they need us to take to get there. So yeah, Wednesday is like, yeah, I didn't think it would be a day of rest, but I do feel like the energy will ease a bit so that we can start hearing that guidance better. So yeah, by Wednesday, and like I said, I'm getting some kind of like, well, I don't know, maybe on a global scale, we'll have had some sort of contact. Anyway, one can only dream, right? Okay, so that's Wednesday. All right, let's have a look at Thursday. Thursday's deck, I picked the 7 Sacred Energies. So, yeah, just feeling like we need to be uh, making sure we're using all of our given gifts this week. What did we get? Okay, so we got a little bit of heart stuff on Thursday, except this is the let it go piece. So, I guess it's just tuning into the heart one last time before we walk through the 1111 portal, of manifestation, of making sure we've let go all those things not serving us, right? We want this beautiful, natural heart as we walk through that portal. So yeah, just doing that double check. You may already be done. But just, really letting your heart energy flourish Thursday. So again, no matter what's going on in the outside world, that kind of thing, it's like keep coming back to the heart and keep just knowing that, that's our safe spot as we move through this transition and everything is going to be fine. We also got in perfect harmony. Yeah, I think it's just like we've been working really hard on this, like composing this, but everybody's been doing their own thing and playing their own instrument, um, and practicing on their own. And so by Thursday, what I am getting and hearing is happening is that we finally get together and play this piece, and it is perfect. It is perfect harmony. Everybody in tune. Everybody, uh, yeah, finally working together in a state of love. That's what I'm getting at. And then we also got time machine. So I think, this is really just speaking about that, yeah, that it's just the times are changing. And this could be too that some information comes out about our past, that we have to, in order to let go, in order to play this perfect symphony, we have to let go. So letting go that there might be a piece around that where there's forgiveness too, right? So when we start to learn about time and space and what it's really all about instead of what we've been taught it's about, um, there's going to be confusion and there's probably going to be anger when those things finally, are revealed to us. Um, it's just asking. It's like you've done all this work on your heart. Don't go back now. So like, um, yeah, I mean, it's going to be frustrating and angry time. I think some people are going to be, really angry if you kind of find out your whole life. I don't want to say our whole life is a lie, but it kind of is. Um, we haven't been told so much about ourselves. So I really feel like this is just saying like it's better for us to get together in in unison or and play this together and work together and bring each of our beautiful instruments and play. I think the let go is it's like don't sit in anger. That's not going to serve us at this point. We got to move forward. We gotta get going. Like we can't keep getting like just sitting in anger. And yeah, have your angry moment. Definitely have that angry moment because everybody deserves to. And some people are gonna stay in that moment for a little while the rest of us might go forge ahead through this portal into more heart-centered living. And there's probably people that soul contracted to come here and be the angry people getting up on their soapbox and I don't want to say the R word, but protesting or whatever, right? It's like there's people that already have that job. So if you want that job and it's your job, then off you go. But now I think it's just like the rest of us, we're in good shape. This heart is it's like the two lovebirds have or hummingbirds have put in, a bow or like we're ready to go. We're good at the heart centered stuff and we're better to go help put this beautiful piece of music together, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting for that for Thursday. So yeah, interesting day, but stay in our heart, right? Let's just keep that a constant, and I think everything will be fine. All right. So Friday, the 11/11 portal, and also we do celebrate. It's not really a right word. We do observe Remembrance Day. I'm going to say something now. It's probably going to come off as totally controversial, and I'm sorry, but I just want to make sure that we're continuing to do our work the way we know how to do our work. So I think it's super important for us to remember. But what we really need to do is kind of flip the script, because I think sometimes when we're paying so much attention to remembering, and really the reason we do that is so that we don't repeat the horrors of the past, right? Apparently, you cannot say the WAR on YouTube right now, so I'm just not going to say it. But yeah, anyway, it's just, I feel like we need to change the script of that day, only in the way that we're thinking. So I think we'll be remembering, but remember people from a place of that they were trying to usher in peace. And again, this is the manifestation key, and this is the key day. So if we're in a process of grieving, of thinking of things in a negative light, because I think that's like, it is a somber occasion, and I'm not gonna, this is where it becomes controversial, because I'm certainly not saying we shouldn't do it, but I think that there's a little bit of like a inverted negative connotation that keeps us in fear and keeps us in, yeah, it's just that we're remembering the wrong way. Like, I think we need to remember and turn our attention and our gaze to peace, not thinking about the WAR word or any of those, I realize they happened. We do have to acknowledge and honor all of that things. But I'm just really feeling like sometimes I feel like it's a little bit of a manipulative tool to make us be in that lower energy of fear. So if I would request, if you're going to do something to honor or that, keep peace in your heart. Like, let's manifest that instead of manifesting the old, right? Manifesting history repeating itself. Because I feel like that's sort of like what we've been doing. It's not our fault, right? It's really not our fault. But I think ancestral wise, they would rather have you connecting in through the heart, and honoring by sitting in that sense of peace. So that's my 2 cents for Remembrance Day. You could take or leave that. I hope it wasn't too controversial that it made you mad. I'm just really, I've kind of felt that way about a few things. Like, whenever we memorialize and remember other events too, right? Like, every year there's one for September 11th. And again, I think we just keep perpetuating the fear part of it. We're not, and it's somber and it makes us sad, and it's not something that should make us happy necessarily. But I think it's just like, if we're going to manifest the new, we have to be thinking about the new, right? I think the best way for you to honor the past, and those people that sacrificed their lives for the change we're trying to get in this world, is by manifesting in something better. Just my opinion. Okay, anyway, so for Portal Day, I'm using the Portal cards. Let's see what this portal is all about. Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. Okay, so that is just saying, again, make sure our role is we're here on the ground, we're ground crew. Grounded actions, make sure we're grounded. Isis energy means the divine feminine is going to be pouring in heavy through that portal, which is awesome. Gaia gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Yeah, so we could very well see a very tangible kind of portal day It's looking like it's very earth-based. It's happening on Gaia. Like, it's like, okay, you might physically see changes this day. Lovely. And then we got higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love. Your heart is healed. Yeah, heal it with peace and heal it with love. This is good. This is a good sign for this day. This is really encouraging because this is what we've been talking about, is staying in the heart, staying in the heart. Now this portal is going to activate that. So again, best things to do on that day: stay grounded, stay calm, stay in your heart, and just infuse the day wherever you are with love and peace. And if this is the big manifestation portal, those are lovely things for us to be bringing in, right? And I think, like I said, best way for us to honor the ancestors. All right, let's have a quick look at Saturday, shall we? See where this one I'm using the path again. So we'll see. Ooh. Oh, I just hit Tam in the face with the card. Oh, buddy. Sorry, buddy. It's a good card to get hit with, though, bud. Okay. So the first card for Saturday: Valiant Courage. Take action with passion. This is just us, like, yeah, putting again that our walk, our talk into action. It's interesting because, like, this card is with the flags and marching in out like on horses. It's reminding me of in the tarot, there's a card similar, and it's, you're victoriously entering the camp again, right? So you're flying the flag. This is just saying to me, we've done it. It's like, it's time to go. And here's the thing. This is amazing. Transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. Hooray! This is just saying we did our work, and the results now are tangible. And the card that bonked Sam on the nose is Rainbow Blessings. Couldn't be hit by a better card, could you? Blessings are showering your life. The rainbow, God's promise. Yeah, by Saturday, like, it's full go time. The transformation is well underway. The new is coming in. As long as we've done that work up till this point and not taking the old heavy stuff with us, and bringing in more love and more light. And it just looks like by Saturday, it's like, it will be apparent that change has occurred. So yeah, be interesting too if you see a rainbow that day. Right now it's like snowing like crazy here. I couldn't imagine, but I have seen a rainbow in the winter before, so it'll be kind of interesting. Okay, that is Saturday. That's a good way to, like, start ending the week. All right, and Sunday. Interesting. So, yeah, this deck, I don't know, doesn't have a lot of light in it, but I got called, this is the mermaids and, is it fairies and mermaids? Mermaids and dolphins? I can't remember. Anyway, it's, the water element, so the ocean somehow. Um, yeah, that's coming into play. Okay. So funny. All right. Okay. So it's kind of just like, honestly, it's kind of summing up the week. First, we got for Sunday, time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Yeah, so just double checking yourself that you're not hampering that new coming in. And that, once again, that we're still, not tripped up by the things that are tripping us up. You are being helped Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing that we've been doing, right? It's like we keep doing all this work, but nothing seems to be like tangible, presenting itself to us. And that can get like really frustrating. Um, but just know it is and has been happening behind the scenes. It's going to continue to do that. And so we keep doing our work and we keep pressing on. Um, and then the last card we got is a new dawn. The worst is now behind you. A positive new experiences are on the horizon. So, yay. Yay. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like I just thought like at the beginning is it's Monday, Tuesday definitely going to be a little bit of clearing, a little bit of hard work. And then by Sunday, it's just, hey, everything has presented itself, or like we've worked through it, and now it's time to kind of step into it and start to utilize it. So that's Sunday, and I think I will do a summary. Just one moment. All right, let's sum up this week by the end, see where we're at. I'm going to use these uh, starseed starseed cards. Okay. Um, so we're going to start here. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So, yeah, on an energetic level, this is what's happening this week. So, um, yeah, it's interesting because if you don't know Hopo'ono, it's a Hawaiian, um, it's sort of a mantra, but it helps to clear energy. So I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It just seems like, yeah, it's funny because I'm not getting the energy from this for any of us watching because we've already kind of seen what our week, but this is everyone else. This is the people that are just going to be awakening to this for the first time, some of this information and some of uh, this way of being in energy. So, um, yeah, it's like it's a lot of this week too is make sure we're in the forgiving space. Say sorry where we need to say sorry. Allow people to say sorry if they need to, right? Um, yeah, there's been a lot of like deception and trickery over the ages, and that's going to be a tough thing to wake up from. So, yeah, it's not that we're ungrounded, but unrooted means like some of these people are going to feel like they were just pulled out of the ground and they're going to be I don't want to say unstable, but they're just not going to know. So I feel like our job is to help, right? And so the other one we got for the overall week is activated earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So, yeah, it's like you've got some work coming up to help. We're going to really need to help others. And I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see the activations of these power uh, lines along the earth. So, with whatever this change is that's coming in, so whether that comes in from this pole flip or the sun, I think all of this stuff works together. But yeah, there's sacred places all over Earth and ley lines of energy that are all connected, and so you know, it wouldn't be surprising if those all came online this week. So that, and again, something tangible that we can see and we can be like, oh, okay, there's a better way of doing things, and that's it. And then I love this, and I was going to do another card, but I think we're just going to leave it at this one. And it is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Hold the vision. We can do this, you guys. It's already not that we've already done it. We're just getting to those steps of the awareness of it. So it's already all good. It's already happening. Yeah, we're just going to leave it there. A new earth. It's what we've been working towards. It's what we've been uh, dreaming, praying, manifesting, asking for. It's what the whole universe is here to help us do, and not just us, but other other beings across this universe. They all came for this big show. It's always been the plan. So yeah, it's interesting because I would have said we had a few more years before this kind of like fully came into like fruition, but it's starting to become apparent that we're going to be tangibly seeing this stuff very soon. All right, that's the week. Um, yeah, take care of yourselves. I know it's a lot, and it can be intense. So just like it said on Monday, Tuesday is like rest when you need to, rest when you can. Don't push yourself. Again, it is a little bit of like the best job we do is just staying in a good frequency, in good energy, in good spirits, in a good heart-centered manifesting version of ourselves where we're manifesting um, like the new earth and the beautiful and the loving and the kind and the all of those good things, right? Just staying in that lovely space. All right. Take care of yourselves. I love you. Have a great week.